Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Nerd Stuff and Things. We all know the formula. Monster shows up, the gang splits up, hijinks ensue. And the masked villain is always some guy trying to pull off an insurance scam. But here's the thing, the single biggest unsolved mystery in the entire Scooby Doo universe isn't any ghost or ghoul. It's the psychedelic van they drive around in. I'm talking, of course, about the Mystery Machine. The van is an absolute icon. The bright blue, the lime green accents, the signature orange flowers, the whole groovy 1960s aesthetic. It's impossible to mistake. But what is it? For decades, this has been the ultimate cold case for car nerds. The van, in its original animated form, is a Frankenstein's monster of late 60s American vehicles. The animators at Hanna-Barbera deliberately kept it vague, likely to avoid any free advertising. A smart move for them, a massive headache for us nerds. The Dodge A100 theory. Many fans look at the Mystery Machine's blunt, boxy nose and the accent stripe between the door handles and say, that's a Dodge A100. It has the right vibe. But others point to the sloping windshield and the style of the rear windows, arguing it's a first or second generation Chevy G body panel van. The fan consensus. Ultimately, the most accepted theory is that it's simply a generic cartoon van, a glorious blend of popular forward control vans of the era. The artist blending the most iconic features, making it recognizable but impossible to pin down. We can unmask every rubber masked villain, but we can't pin down this one vehicle's VIN number. Forget the exterior paint job, the real mystery is Fred Jones, master engineer. This isn't just a van, it's a mobile detective unit. We've seen the standard gear, the long benches for seating, the pop up tables for clue analysis, a literal mobile kitchen for Shaggy and Scooby, a complete toolbox for building Fred's elaborate, completely unnecessary traps, and enough ropes to tie up every villain from here to Crystal Cove. But as the show moved on, the van got major tech upgrades, especially in the later iterations. It looks less like a hippie van and more like a SHIELD command center. We're talking integrated GPS, which ironically often directs them into a swamp. A full computer setup, complete with monitors, a roof mounted satellite dish. Where did Fred install the complex wiring and the powerful generator needed for all this in a mid 60s panel? The van has to be running on some kind of cartoon logic to fit all five of them, plus Scooby snacks, several gallons of gas, and all their crime fighting equipment. The interior space is clearly relative to the plot. Sometimes they're tripping over each other, other times Velma sets up a whole forensic lab. It's a classic case of a Tartarus paradox, but painted blue and green. Now, let's talk about performance. The Mystery Machine, by all accounts, should be a clunker. It's heavy, it's old, and it looks about as aerodynamic as a brick. Yet it possesses the impossible power of a cartoon vehicle. Picture a real 1960s panel van. They are slow, they corner terribly, and their top speed is mostly theoretical. The Mystery Machine, it's making 90-degree turns on a dime and launching over hills like a dune buggy. The engine is never shown, but it has to be a monster. Is it a highly tuned V8? Or does Fred, between building traps, moonlight as a master mechanic who can get 500 horsepower out of a junkered six cylinder? The suspension. It handles potholes, swamps, mountains, and abandoned mine tracks without flipping over or losing its structural integrity. The laws of physics check out the window the second the gang gets into a high speed pursuit. And let's not forget the sheer flexibility. It's been a monster truck, a submarine, a swamp boat, and even a snowmobile. Fred either has a massive trust fund for daily modifications, or this van is actually a transformer that just hates to show off. Beyond the make and model, the van has a bizarre canonical history and a confused ownership. In the What's New Scooby Doo episode, It's Mean, It's Green, It's the Mystery Machine, we get the accepted origin. The van originally belonged to a traveling psychedelic rock band called the Mystery Kids. The lead pianist, Flash Flanagan, gave it the iconic paint job. Fred bought it from him and then, in a very Fred like move, just painted over the word kids to make it machine. But who owns it now? In the classic series, it's always Fred driving and claiming ownership, but there are versions like the live action films where Daphne's family provides the van or where Shaggy is the only one with a valid driver's license. In the 2002 movie, Fred even gives the van to Shaggy in the breakup. It's a vehicle with more owners than a haunted mansion. The original van is iconic, but is not the only Mystery Machine. The franchise has seen some radical and frankly hilarious replacements over the years. First, let's go back to the real life movie version. The 2002 film used a 1972 Bedford CF, a British van, because they were filming in Australia. The later live action movies used everything from a Chevy G series to a Ford Econoline replica. If the prop masters can't agree, what hope do we have? In Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, it was a sleek news van for Daphne's TV show. It lost the flowers, gained a satellite, and became a corporate entity. It was cool, but it wasn't our groovy van. And then there was the Mystery Machine X, built by Bill Nye, a fully electric, high tech, sleek replacement. While awesome, it highlighted how much we love the flawed, noisy original. My personal favorite downgrade? The Mystery Machine wagon that Fred built, pulled by two horses. After the original was destroyed in Scooby Doo Franken Creepy, even when it's an ox drawn cart, it is still the Mystery Machine. To wrap this up, let's explore the deep lore tinfoil hat level theories about the van's purpose, because the van is often the lens through which fans view the entire bizarre world of Scooby Doo. Since the show premiered in 1969, one theory suggests the endless road trip is really Fred and Shaggy avoiding the Vietnam War draft. The van is just a brightly colored, highly visible decoy meant to appear innocent as they cross state lines. The constant travel, always staying ahead of the local sheriff or the draft board. The gang is a cult. This suggests the Mystery Machine is the central psychedelic symbol of a small, weird cult led by Fred. The paint job is meant to brainwash or hypnotize locals, and the perpetual travel is Fred keeping his followers isolated from the real world. A van that is both home and headquarters for a weird nomadic family. The van creates the mysteries. This is probably my favorite. The van is called the Mystery Machine, not because it solves mysteries, but because it causes them. The presence of these outsiders in their strange van rolls into town, which signals local criminals that now is the perfect time to pull off a mass crime for fame. The Mystery Inc. gang is simply the catalyst, and the van is the bell that rings for criminals to start their schemes.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Is your closet full of dorky clothes? Are your shirts looking kinda lame? Don't have a cow, because it's time to power up your style. Nerd Stuff and Things merch is here to make you look totally rad. Check out the gear! These shirts are so soft, it's like wearing a cloud on a Saturday morning cartoon marathon. And the designs? They cover all your favorite fandoms, from retro games to anime history. Stop loafing! Supplies are totally limited and selling faster than a speed run. You gotta have this gear before the window closes. Don't miss out on being the coolest nerd on the block. Click the link below and get your Nerd Stuff and Things merch right now.
The Mystery Machine remains exactly that, a mystery. We may never know what its true make is, but maybe that's the point. It's a symbol of pure, unadulterated adventure. It's whatever van they need it to be, whenever they need it. And sometimes that's a horse drawn cart. Let me know in the comments below if you could own the Mystery Machine, what crazy modifications would you give it? A rocket launcher, maybe some James Bond oil slick, or just a bigger fridge for Scooby? Hit that like button, subscribe to Nerd Stuff and Things for more deep dives, and we will catch you next time, as long as our van makes it there.